don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me. Company coming over. Would it kill you to put some pants on? Drinks, money, combined.
Man, I said this years ago. I've literally said this years ago, and I said Drake has so many throwaway tracks that he could just make an album just off of that and people would buy it. Years later, here we are now, 2019. Drake decided, you know what? I haven't dropped the album this year yet. Let's just go ahead and just drop this care package right here, consisting of 17 tracks that, people are already jamming to. People probably still have on their playlist, still download it from their Windows Media Player, whatever you got, LimeWire, FrostWire, Napster. Okay, it's not that old. Drizzy's not that old, but just having different ways, because it wasn't available on like Apple Music, wasn't available on DatPiff. Actually, there's probably some DatPiff mixtapes that you can probably find on like those those random ass mixtapes where they put all the shit together with the DJs. So you can probably find it on DatPiff. Anyways, it's just crazy how I've already listened to all these tracks. I actually went through the album already, and it's funny that even after listening to these tracks 30 to 40 to 50,000 times, every time it just hits you when it comes on, it just grabs you, bro. Like, you just hear the track and you're just like, yo, this shit is fire. Like, how do people hate Drizzy after hearing tracks like this? Because every track on here made me feel some type of way, because it had a distinct memory, a time, place, setting where I was. I just have some kind of experience towards that track, and that's why these tracks hit me so hard. That's kind of why Drizzy Drake hits me so hard, period. Pause. He's just so relatable, and growing up, that was kind of when I was in my teenage years, and it's just like, yo, like everything that he spoke on, I've been through that shit. And just like looking back now, it's crazy because I'd even been through it harder now than I was before. So this is gonna be a flashback review. Last time I was supposed to do a flashback review to So Far Gone, the footage got deleted, so I gotta redo that. But this is gonna be like my second flashback review I've ever done on here. Lil Uzi Vert was the first. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna do too much talking like always. Been fucking talking too much. We got Care Package from Drizzy Drake. Obviously, I had the Sir song in the intro, which was Dreams Money Can Buy, which I felt like was one of Drake's best unreleased tracks ever. I don't know what it was about that track, but I don't know if it was just like the way she was just whispering at the beginning of the track, the "Don't fuck with me, don't fuck with me," having a thunderstorm and a rain effect in the background. It just kind of gave it this like, Drake was kind of just in the windowsill, looking out the window, explaining to us what was really going on in his life. Because you got to understand, at this time, Drake was at a different point in his career. This is where he was just starting to get the buzz. He was going through a lot of, relationships and heartbreaks through various women. He was also trying to figure out if this is really what was going to be good for him, if he was actually going to be the next one up. Because this is when Drake was getting a lot of buzz. I don't know if you guys remember, but this is when he released, I remember he had released Ransom, and that's when everybody was kind of just like, who is this Drake kid? I'm talking about before Replacement Girl and all that shit back in the day. I'm talking about when he was actually getting the buzz with Ransom coming out, and he had there with Wayne, and him and Wayne killed that shit with the 1-2 punch. Everybody was kind of just like, who is this new artist? Drake. Drake started doing the singing and shit. It was kind of just being brought new to the game. Yes, it's been done before, if you want to say it's been done before, but Drake was bringing it back, and everybody was kind of just like, yo, who the fuck is this light-skinned ass nigga? So like you can hear in the track right there where he was like, I throw my money up high on that boat and you dance on. I got company. Like he was basically dealing with a lot of relationships, and that's kind of what just made Drake's career, because of all the heartbreak. And since we're all relatable sad boys at some point in our lives, we can all relate to what Drizzy Drake is talking about. And that's why that track kind of just hit me, because it was one of those drive slow tracks at night where it really has your mind thinking.
Guess that's just emotion. I guess that's just emotion. I guess that's just emotion.
Hey, that nigga sample coming through.
I guess that.
Y'all already asking, man. Yes, every song on here has been added to my playlist now. It's gonna be on this playlist. I'm still waiting to do my Drake playlist on Spotify, but I will start adding songs on Spotify as well. So if you guys want that, y'all know how to get that. But this track right here, The Motion, this is kind of the track that I really didn't like at first, like surprisingly, like, but that's like usually we all of us have these Drake tracks where we kind of just don't like it at first, and then it just kind of grows on us. I feel like Drake does that for a lot of people. But we get this track right here, The Motion, and this is the first time I was introduced into Sampha. I really didn't know who Sampha was. Drake really didn't have him on the features that much. He just had him there. So when people hear like 4422, Sampha and Drake been working together a lot. This is probably one of the first tracks they actually worked together on. The Motion, man, was just, you know, it's just kind of just like, you know, I guess that's just the motion. If you want an equal term, it is what it is. At the end of the day, like that's just the wave. That's just the motion. Because I mean, people are gonna do what they do, and you really can't. I mean, you can do all in your power to persuade somebody, but at the end of the day, that is what they're gonna do. If they're that type of person, if they don't really like you, and you've done all you've done in your power to get them, that's all you can do, man. I guess that's just the motion, you know, like. And then Sampha, like. I was like, who is this nigga, bro? The accents be getting me, all right? It's always something about different accents, different cultures that spark my interest. So I definitely, like, you know, love to hear different type of genres or different types of music. Same thing, they can go for Spanish music. You know, the Spanish language is just sexy in itself. It's just a vibe. It's just a wave. You know, it's swaggy. So it's just different shit that I like, man, with different cultures that I like fucking around with. And that's kind of just why I fucked with Sampha. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was just like, the dude can sing and he got a crazy ass accent. It is what it is. No homo, you know?
Trying to get you crazy like all my niggas. Crazy like all my niggas. Man enough to tell you I was hurt that year.
You was man enough to tell you was hurt that year.
Not even Christian, I still went to church that year. Guess I just had to pretend that year. I ain't even see my friends that year. They said that I should have been. You ain't really fuck with me way back then, but how about now?
If this is not the ultimate flex track, this track didn't start hitting me until I got a little older, and it definitely is hitting me now, boy. Cause your boy Meami, I'm Meami, nigga. Nigga ain't Devin Dorsey, nigga. I'm Meami, nigga. Get it right. Let me stop playing, you know, I ain't even like that. Let me just chill. But you gotta think about it, man. In this track right here, he said he wasn't even Christian. He went to church for you. And crazy like, oh my niggas, like that shit was that line used to get me every time. You know, every time Drake was doing the singing shit, bro, I don't know what it was about that part, but that always was the part that stuck out for me, Drake singing. And then you get into, like, he said, I didn't even hit my friends up that year. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he's basically saying, I gave up so much shit for you and you couldn't see this. And you was flexing on me because, you know, man, look, I know a lot of pretty girls out there, man. And when they get a dude that does everything for them, they kind of take advantage of that because they know they can get any nigga. At this point, man, when you get to a stature, when money is involved, bro, you can get a lot of things with money. You could be the most trash, ugliest 5'3" dude on the planet. But if you got some gringo, boy, you got some money, you know, like, you gonna get somebody. Some bad bitch gonna want you because she gonna want you for your money. It may not be for the right reasons, but she gonna want you, right? And then, like, Drizzy Drake sitting here, and like I said, as you get older, back in the day you ain't want me, but you know, how about now? Cause I'm up right now, bitch, and you stuck right now. What? Like, exactly. Like, I done flexed up. I done leveled up on your ass. How about now? How about that? Got me feeling some type of way right now. Hell yeah, I'm feeling some type of way, bitch. Like, you ain't really fuck with me way back then, but how about now? I know a lot of chicks out there that are really like, they in the nigga DMs like, hey, how you been? I see everything blowing up now. You doing good? Shut your bitch ass up. You ain't want this dab dick before. Now you want this Meami dick now. Fuck you got going on? Oh
yeah. But you're the only one, cause I don't trust these bitches. I don't trust these bitches. That's that shit that drives me crazy. It's all that I've been getting lately. And it's
I don't know if y'all have ever been to, like, I feel for the people that actually never got to grow up in the Drake era and, you know, enjoy your time during the era. Like, you know, and I'm not saying 13, 12 years old. I'm saying we were, 18, 19 when this song came out. 18, 19, imagine 18, 19 partying. You had a big ass rager party, whatever. Some Drizzy Drake shit come on and everybody just kind of singing. You with a bad breezy, everybody just kind of just dancing and shit like that. Everybody fucked up. You dance, you just, that bitch sounding off. Trust issues. And everybody, two white cups and about that drink. The memories is crazy, bro. It's just, you see what I'm saying? saying about music, man. Like, there is no such thing as bad music. I try to tell you guys this. There's no such thing as bad music, bro. Like, when some music is all good. Look, everybody's gonna have different experiences, different songs, different tracks. Different tracks are going to hit you. You apply your memories to that. You apply your experiences to that, and that track is forever going to be in your heart because that track has meaning now. It could be the most trash track. It could be goddamn, never gonna give you up. It could have been the first time you ever got rickrolled. You was in a room, all your friends was laughing. You guys were laughing at each other. You guys were high. We couldn't stop laughing for an hour. Rick actually played for the next hour, and so do I. You guys were doing that shit, and the rickroll song can literally be one of your favorite songs ever just because of that experience. You see what I'm saying? It's all subjective at the end of the day. It's you like what you like, all right? We all have different memories, and the songs come alive when you apply those memories, man. People don't really understand that. But this track right here, Trust Issue, literally top 10 Drake track. It's so hard to beat it. Even in the Weeknd remix we hear, I do. You see, like every time in the week when the Weeknd got on that bitch, bro, I was like, bro, he killed that shit. But I already said this on Twitter. My Twitter actually got suspended once again. It'll probably be back in like 2 weeks, but it got suspended once again for playing the slow version on my main account. But if y'all don't know about that motherfucking slow version, hold on. That nigga said,
all I care about is money and the city that I'm from. You know what I'm sipping. I teach you how to mix it, but you're the only one, cause I don't trust these bitches.
You see what I'm saying, man? Another thing too with the whole track, I forgot just the meaning behind the track for me at least. Trust issues, man. I still go through this time to time every day. Like, trust issues is one thing I go through, and it's the one reason why I really just don't have a girl. Like, I mean, obviously I got, I do my thing, so a lot of y'all, some of y'all been seeing me in public and saying what's up, and you be seeing me, all right? Y'all see who I'm with and shit. So, it's really just, really in the year of 2019, it's really hard to trust anybody nowadays, man. I done smashed married women, like, on God. Like, and I'm gonna look y'all straight up. I done smashed married women with that girls that got kids and they still with their baby daddies. They don't even know about that shit. Like, I'm fucked up in the head just from that experience alone. I thought people say that it'll fuck with me, and I feel like I'm the single one. It ain't never gonna mess with me. And I can't lie to you guys. I apply that experience to every woman on this planet. I feel like if someone of 15 years can cheat on their dude and they got like 2-3 kids and he don't ever know, like, he won't ever know that. Period. There's no way he'll ever find out. I think that's so flawed. In all honesty, if you want my honest opinion, I think that 99.9% of relationships out there cheat. Dead ass. And I feel, and you want to be real honest again, just take the other number that equals, so if it's like 50%, 56% divorce rate, just take 44%. That's the ones that just didn't get caught yet. And it's real shit. And I'm not trying to dog anybody. Every time somebody asks about relationship advice, I try to stay away from that because, I mean, people are real impulsive nowadays, man. It takes one fucking night. One drunk fucking night, one blue moon, one full moon to cheat. And hey, no pun intended. One blue moon, one full moon. Shit. It take half a blue moon to be real. And let me stop going off, man, because I could be here all day talking about the relationship shit, but this is a music review and this is not story time. So I'm just saying, man. Like, watch y'all backs out there, bro, because everybody trifling, not just women. Y'all know what the next track is. The next track.
She's not here right now. She's not here right now. Why am I the one you wanna get into it with for the drama?
Ah, that nigga Drizzy Drake. Oh my god. Throw my hands in the air. Hey. And you know what's really sad, man? I brought this up a lot too in previous Drake albums, man. But now looking at it now, time is undefeated. All right, you'll never defeat time, and it's crazy because when we were hearing all this shit about Drake getting his heart broke years ago, and now years later, Drake still not having found the woman that he wants, getting curved by women as Rihanna, having Rihanna in this video, because I felt like he always had a crush on Rihanna, maybe Nicki Minaj, all that shit, but like, having that right here, Drake all about the heartbreak, trust issues. I feel sorry for the dude because I feel like me and Drake are the same person, and his is worse than mine's because I'm not even at the stature he's at. Like, this man Drake can get any woman he wants. So ironically, that just makes him very alone. Because who really wants Drake for Drake? Do they want Drake or do they want Aubrey? Whether we talking about Katila, Alicia, Jade in the goddamn basement, Rihanna, Georgia Smith, who else we got out there that he was talking to? It's just crazy that, and him having his kid, which is a blessing, but he wasn't hiding his kid. He was hiding the world from his kid, not the kid from the world, whatever you want to say for how it was. Whatever way you look at it, man, I feel bad for Drake because he's just a lonely person. He's very lonely because he can't find a companion because of who his name is. Because the fact that he can get any woman in this world is a double-edged sword. Because, yeah, you can have them, and everybody always says this too. I always feel like people that just don't get a lot of pussy, people that don't get a lot of affection or whatever, they always say, man, no, but fuck the shit. I'll fuck the shit out of that bitch, bro. I just be like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm good. Like, don't get me wrong now. If Summer Rae threw the pussy in my face, then I'm a shit. Don't get me wrong. But I'm just saying, man, like, when it comes, like, it ain't, at the end of the day, though, it ain't like, like, example for me, like, Brittany Renner, I'm good. Like, I'm good on that. Like, I get pussy. I'm good. Like, I get pussy. I didn't hit 5-star bitches before. Nah, I didn't hit no Brittany Renners, but I hit some 5 stars before, you know what I'm saying? So with all these heartbreak tracks that Drake has been giving to him, he hasn't really mended to himself, in my opinion at least. And the fact that he keeps getting curved is he's only getting older. Like, he's only gonna get older, and his desire to find a lifelong companion is crazy. Like, he's running out of time. I mean, he's 33, 34 now? It's just like, yo, what, like, I mean, it's tough, man. I feel bad for him. And this track right here, Days in the East, like, you even, like, why are you talking about it right now? That's the last thing I want to talk about right now. Shit, like, spending all my days on the east side, that should be hitting in the whip. Spending all my days on the east side, Shit's so fire, it's just funny, bro. Oh, man. So, Draft Day, I won't even play that song because I listen to Draft Day and I have to be in a certain setting to listen to Draft Day. While I do, when it first came out, I loved it. Now I find myself skipping it. It's not a bad track at all. Remember I said Drake does not have bad tracks. Get in the comment box below. Name 5. Last time y'all named 3 bad tracks, which I would have kind of like agreed with Ratchet Happy Birthday. What was the other one you guys said? I'm Upset, but I feel like I'm Upset has grown on me. What's another one you guys said? I can't even think about it right now. But name 5 tracks. Instead of 3 tracks, name 5 tracks in the comment box below that you think is the worst tracks from Drake, because I still don't believe that this man has 5 bad tracks. I'm probably gonna make a video about that soon. But Draft Day was just one of those tracks where I kind of skip over now. And I mean, I love the beat. I like, we all love a Flex Drake. We all love when Drake was rapping. It was more about Johnny Manziel. Remember the Johnny Manziel hype at the time when, he was coming out. He had all the money and shit. So, which was definitely crazy because that's a bust ride. I wouldn't say it was a bust. It just had a lot of issues going on mentally. So, that's just a track I kind of just skip over. So that's really nothing for me, man. I really don't have anything with Draft Day. But 4 p.m. in Calabasas.
Yeah. All you self-promoters are janky. We established like the Yankees. This whole fuck y'all shook up. I'm here on the cook-up. Cameras pointing every time I look up. That's why I gotta duck behind Chubb's shoulder just to hit the cushion.
If y'all, somebody already put a comment below. I got a comment today. Shout out to you, whoever commented on that. But I already did a 1 p.m. Calabasas video. That's one of the most underrated Drake tracks ever. It's probably literally the most underrated 4 p.m., 6 p.m. time zone track, whatever you guys want to label it as. It's literally one of his most underrated tracks because that shit was fire. Just not even the fact what he was talking about, just the way his confidence was exuding in that track. The way this nigga was just flowing over that shit, the beat was fire as fuck. The man, he was just speaking on that shit. Like, you couldn't tell that nigga Drizzy shit in this track. That nigga was in his bag. He said, all you promoters are janky. We established like the Yankees. He said, you a check picker upper. I don't even know the words because I still have not memorized the words to that song. I'm really usually good with a lot of Drake songs, but I still can't memorize that one. But my goodness, he really ate that bitch. If you guys want the review, I'm gonna put it in the description below, man. But like, yo, I don't even need to speak on that because I already did a video on that and it literally speaks for itself. It did not change. That shit has flowered and bloomed well. That track is still amazing to this day. I even catch myself playing in the car. That shit is a different monster. I don't understand how someone can say that was trash. A lot of people were saying that was trash when it first came out, boy. You need to go drink some Tide Pods, bro. And then to follow up that the next track with 5 a.m. in Toronto.
You underestimated greatly. Most number ones ever. How long did it really take me? The part I love most is they need me more than they hate me.
A lot of people can argue that this is his best 5 a.m. track. I still feel like 9 a.m. in Dallas or 9 p.m. in Dallas, whatever time you want, the shit was fire. Whether it was in the morning or nighttime, it doesn't really matter. Noon, full moon, solar eclipse, blue moon, cow over the fucking moon, whatever you want to call it. 9 p.m. in Dallas is the firest shit out of the PM series, in my opinion. But a lot of people like to argue that 5 a.m. in Toronto is the better version. Look, man, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, people slept on Drizzy Drake, and he said it right at the beginning of the line. That's why I really didn't really play the rest of the song. I really think about it, and you really look at this man's catalog, and when you really look back, like, that track had me going buzzing too when I first heard it. And it's just like, it's really wild to me how many number ones does Drake have to put out? How many tracks does Drake have? How many fire tracks does Drake have to put out to just stop being, giving negative energy? I think what really needs to happen is Drake needs to release one rap album in the current time right now. He needs to release one fire rap album to shut everybody up, and I feel like his legacy will then be completed. His legacy is already completed, in my opinion, but to cater to everyone, to shut literally everyone the fuck up, he just needs one rap album that's fire that everybody's gonna enjoy, where he's talking his shit, he's in his bag. He just needs one of those. And I feel like then Drake will peak as maybe the all-time greatest ever. And that's true. I already said it in a couple videos back. It's really hard. You can't disrespect Drake like that. I don't know why people keep disrespecting this man like he's not number one, like he's not going to go down as a legend. Top 10 artists ever. Like, I just don't understand. I'm saying in every genre, top 10 artists ever. Most number ones, you heard what he said, most number ones, like, who the fuck is, like, the man literally breaks numbers. And there's a reason why he's breaking numbers. You can't be trash. You can't be that trash and consistently push numbers like that. You can be trash and maybe have a one-hit wonder or one album, but you can't be trash and consistently do it for a decade. It does not work like that. Promise you. Track. Oh my God. Oh, this got me feeling some type of way right now.
Like to say just like you, I get lonely, baby. I can really get to know. Just like you, I get lonely too.
Damn, bro. When I close my eyes, man, it's just like, I never felt that song more. I've actually been listening to that song for the past 3 years. Recently. When I say recently, as in the last 3 years. Dog, I mean, I felt that track so hard. I dedicated that track. Remember that chick I told y'all about on the Kendrick Lamar video? For you guys that's been here for so long, remember the Kendrick Lamar video where I had, and I told y'all she I was like, yo, she broke up with her boyfriend. I was happy, and like I was finally gonna get her, and then next thing you know, it just didn't end up working out. A lot of shit happened, and it was a pretty sad day in my life, to be honest with you, because I was chasing that bitch for like years. And when I say years, I mean like decades, years. Like it was like a decade probably. And for it finally to come to an end, and sitting on that train, Silver Line, if y'all from DC, Silver Line, sitting on that train back listening to Frank Ocean, and it's just like, damn, it was finally over. The chase was finally over, and I didn't get it. Definition of wasting time right there is wasting time. I try to tell y'all that, man. So like, when you guys say y'all going through some shit, man, just know that I've definitely been going through some shit. And me dedicating that song to her, like, I get lonely too. He was basically kind of just pouring his heart there. Like, we don't gotta tell nobody. I just want you. I get lonely too. Sometimes it's really like that. Like, sometimes it got to a point where it was like, I don't even want you. I don't even want you to be my girl. If that's what it's gonna take for me to be with you, I would just literally be there. But just know that just let me know that you feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? So like, I kind of was in that mood right there where like I was literally willing to do anything because that's where my heart was. And it just sucks, man. Like I can't tell you how, like, if it wasn't for music, man, I probably would have done some bad things to myself, bro, because music was definitely one of the ways that I coped. And I got through it, man. So like, it's crazy, man. Like, It is what it is, man.